Welcome to today's podcast, where we discuss the secrets of learning English quickly and effectively. Joining us today are Alex, a passionate language learner, and Sophia, an English expert who's been helping students for years. Together, they'll share their insights and tips on how to master English faster. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the world of English learning.
Hey, Sophia! I've been thinking a lot lately about how to really speed up my English learning process. You know, everyone talks about how difficult it is to learn a language, but I believe there's a faster way to do it. What do you think?
I couldn't agree more, Alex. There's a lot of information out there, and it can be overwhelming. But yes, learning English doesn't have to take forever. It's all about being strategic and putting in the right effort in the right places.
I've been hearing a lot about immersive learning. Is that really the key to getting fluent quickly?
Absolutely. Immersion is one of the best ways to learn a language fast. But it doesn't have to mean traveling abroad. You can immerse yourself in English by surrounding yourself with it in your daily life, through movies, music, podcasts, social media, and even speaking with people in English every day.
That sounds amazing. So, it's not just about sitting in a classroom and memorizing rules. Okay, so immersion is a great tip.
Exactly. Immersion means experiencing English in context, so you get a feel for how the language is used naturally. And the best part is, you don't have to be perfect at it. You just need to dive in and learn as you go.
But what other strategies can help learners like me improve faster? Is there anything else I should focus on?
Definitely. There are a few key areas we should focus on if we want to learn English rapidly. Listening, speaking, reading, and vocabulary.
Let's break those down. You mentioned listening first. Why is that so important?
Listening is crucial because it trains your ear to recognize the natural rhythms and sounds of English. It helps with pronunciation, understanding different accents, and picking up vocabulary in context. You should be listening to English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Podcasts, YouTube videos, or even just listening to your favorite songs in English helps immensely.
Got it. So, listening helps you get used to the flow of the language. What about speaking?
Speaking is the most important skill for fluency. You can't be shy about making mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Try to practice speaking English as much as possible. Even if you're not in a class, you can practice with language partners or use language exchange apps. Speaking will help you improve your confidence and your ability to communicate naturally.
I love the idea of practicing with language partners. I actually use an app where I talk to people from around the world. It's kind of fun.
That's a great way to get exposure to different accents and conversational styles. Now, reading is important too. Reading not only improves vocabulary, but it also helps with understanding grammar in context. Reading books, articles, or even social media posts can introduce you to new words and phrases in a way that's memorable.
So, reading is like learning vocabulary in action, right? You're seeing how it's used, not just memorizing lists.
Exactly. And speaking of vocabulary, that's the final key area. You want to build your vocabulary every day, even if it's just learning 5 new words. But the most important thing is to use those words. Don't just collect them like objects. Use them in conversations, writing, and daily life.
Okay, I'm starting to get the idea. But I think most of us face the problem of not seeing progress fast enough. You know, feeling stuck. How do we overcome that?
That's totally normal, Alex. Every language learner feels that way at some point. The key is to focus on the process, not just the results. It's easy to get discouraged if you only look at how far you have to go. But if you focus on what you've already achieved, even the small victories, it keeps you motivated. Alex, smiling.
Yeah, I've been there. It's hard when you feel like you're not making progress even though you're working hard. But I like what you said about focusing on the process.
Exactly. And here's another tip. Break your goals down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent in English, try setting daily goals like, I will learn 5 new words today, or I will speak for 10 minutes in English. When you achieve these smaller goals, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's about focusing on progress, no matter how small, and not just trying to jump to fluency too quickly.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are a sign that you're trying and growing. Every time you speak, you're improving.
I've heard a lot about the importance of motivation and consistency in language learning. How do you stay motivated when the excitement fades away?
Yes. Motivation can be a tricky thing. At first, we're all excited to learn, but after a few weeks, it starts to feel like a chore. The best way to stay motivated is to create a routine. When it becomes a daily habit, it doesn't feel like work. It becomes a part of your life.
I love that idea. So, a consistent daily practice is more important than cramming in hours of study?
Exactly. Consistency is key. Even 30 minutes a day can be more effective than doing 3 hours once a week. Plus, if you're consistent, you'll start to see improvements much faster.
I guess I need to make learning English a habit instead of something I do when I have time.
That's the right mindset. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. Even if it's small, take a moment to acknowledge your hard work.
This has been such a great conversation, Sophia. I'm definitely feeling more confident about learning English now. Do you have any final tips to share with our listeners?
Sure. Here are my top 3 tips for anyone wanting to learn English fast. First, immerse yourself in the language. Listen to it, speak it, read it, and use it in your daily life. Second, set small, achievable goals and track your progress. Finally, be patient with yourself. Language learning is a journey, and every step forward counts.
I love that. Patience and consistency while enjoying the process.
Exactly. And remember, it's all about enjoying the journey. If you keep at it, you'll be surprised at how quickly you can improve.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the English Learning Adventure. We hope you found some valuable tips to accelerate your English learning journey. Remember, consistency, immersion, and patience are key. Stay motivated, keep practicing, and you'll see incredible results. Until next time.